Welcome back to SwitchCorner. My name is Alex and today we're going to be taking a look at my favourite deals coming in under $10 or your local currency, and here I'm covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Now the E3 sales, they've kind of come and gone for those of us in the US and Canada, still active in the UK, EU and Australia though, but I will be focusing most of this video on new deals that have come up in the last few days. So hit subscribe if you love the Switch, as much as we will do here, join our growing family and let's get started. So as I said, all new time low prices except for 2 games today, and I will let you know when we do get to them. I'm surprised though, normally the week after a huge sale it's normally real weak. This week I actually found quite a bit to like. Now starting us off, we've got the Guacamelee series. Both entries, they are discounted, fantastic games, in fact some of the best Metroidvanias on the Nintendo Switch. In the first though, on the Day of the Dead, your loved one is kidnapped, you are now out to save them, that is El Presidente's daughter. And in the second, Evil returns, and we'll leave it there just for the sake of spoilers. Great action though, great platforming as well, and visually it's just actually stunning, this one. You can't knock the discount either then, with 75% off the first game and 70% off the second. Just know there is a complete edition of the second game available as well. That's like 80 cents more in the sale, and it adds a new challenge level as well as a few playable characters if that is your thing. Stela then, I would say, kind of got mixed reviews. I enjoyed it, but this is me saying maybe check out a review or two first. It was influenced by Inside Limbo, that's a bold move in itself, but think here, side-scrolling, platforming, puzzler, and you get the idea, you know, silhouette characters, muted colours, and here you're going to be witnessing the end of a mysterious world. It has a few issues, like seeing what you can interact with at times, but it's well worth this 65% off. While I'm on Muted and Dark Worlds, then 7th Sector is one I really was impressed with. It's a side-scrolling mystery game as you control electricity, while eventually becoming remote control cars, drones and mechs for brief moments. This one's not all out action, there's kind of a dash of it, but it's mainly puzzle focused. It's the dystopian world though that's just so intriguing, and it's rocking 50% off. I will link my full review of this one below with any other games I've covered in today's video. Fight fans, Chaos Code New Sign of Catastrophe is an underappreciated gem on the Switch. Its only downfall, it's offline only, which I think means it kind of went overlooked, but as one-on-one fighter experiences go, this is up there as one of the best. Published by Arc System Works, who definitely know a good fighter when they see one. It's got 16 characters and just a ton of modes that kept me busy personally for a good while. This is one of the 2 games matching the all-time price with 33% off. While I'm on a match, actually, the only other game not at a new all-time low right now is the Friends of Ringo Ishikawa, which is just an absolute gem of a game, an open world beat 'em up. You are a gang leader, but also in high school, so you have like daily routines, challenges to face. Think brawler here with a heavy dose of story and a great world to explore. There's even like gangs to fight, and just the pixel work is stunning as well. Loved it myself, so I'm happy to shout it out with 40% off. Valkyria Chronicles then is only available for those in the UK, EU and Australia, but what an incredible game it is from Sega. Incredible price as well with 65% off. You're going to get about 30 hours or more of gameplay here, so you just can't complain at the price. And then it has this like stunning almost watercolour design to it all. The gameplay, the tactics, it just has it all on that front, and there's even a great story to back it all up, and it throws in all DLC as well. My personal pickup of the week then, meaning can't recommend it, maybe you'll want to join me for the ride, but this is Space Commander War and Trade. SwitchUp actually reviewed this one, they mostly enjoyed it. I will link that video below, but I'm a sucker for anything that is sci-fi, and this is promising space-based warfare, so yeah, definitely count me in. I was going to pick it up at release, missed it, so now I'm finally jumping in with a nice little 25% off. So a quick self-plug then, but tomorrow sees the long-awaited release of Tony Hawk and Mario Golf. Tony Hawk review is already live, so if you haven't seen that already, I'll link it in the pinned comment down below. We will, however, be streaming both games over on Twitch tonight and tomorrow, so come hang out if you haven't already. Then PlayStation Corner, it is in full swing right now. We're dropping 2 deals videos a week there, as long as, you know, as well as a lot of other content as well. I'm trying to get reviews over there, kind of a very similar setup to this. So yeah, if you haven't seen that yet, maybe check that out, and I'll also be linking that down below. So this is an old one now, but severed. It's from 2017. It's here rocking 75% off. I haven't thought about this game in a long time. Here though, you'll be controlling a one-armed warrior with a living sword. It's essentially first-person dungeon crawling, so think you know a whole lot of exploration and combat basically. Just know with this one, it's what makes it unique. It's actually touchscreen only. There's no TV mode at all, so the combat, it's all using the screen. Very cool stuff though, definitely worth a look. Puzzle fans, and down in Bermuda, it started life on Apple Arcade, then it came across to the Switch. I love seeing that happen when a game's definitely like worth it, you know, think like Grindstone. This is another great example of just that. The idea though, you've been stranded in the Bermuda for what is a long old time. You were young when you crash landed, you are definitely old now. Now you need to kind of figure out like puzzles and just escape. Simple stuff. Great with the touchscreen though, and check it out here with a huge 70% off. Now honestly, not an incredible game, but Mini Motor Racing X, still a fun little racer though, and you need to factor in here like 80% off is just a huge discount. I'm still trying to kind of replace that Micro Machines back from the day, and while this doesn't get there, it's got some similarities that I do like. You can think just like tons of cars, tons of races, upgrades, even weapons in some modes. It even has a cockpit view, which is very cool, and then you can expect single player, multiplayer online and local as well, but I will say online is probably dead by this point. My favourite way to spend time with this one though, it was definitely in career mode. If you want something weird, then check out Fatum Betula with 40% off. I grabbed this on the last sale thanks to the recommendation of Star or Shovelware's channel. I'll link his review down below, but it's about as strange as they come, and in fact, I'm just going to let the trailer speak for itself here because I'm not even going to try and explain what is happening. I would say though, check out the review first, make sure it is for you, but it's basically an exploration game with some puzzles and 10 endings. You know from the trailer though really if this one's going to be for you. So our final 3 games of the week then, bit of a shorter week for sure this one, but we're kicking it off with 2 UK EU AU exclusives, then we'll close with a US Canada exclusive. But first up we've got Sega Ages Virtua Racing. Not exactly drowning in content this one, but it's definitely a throwback to the old school, and I used to adore this game in the arcade, with single races though, and then rankings, online 2-player, 8-player local, and motion controls. You should have an absolute blast with the tiny price after 57% off. So our penultimate game of the week then, that is Super Bomberman R with a monster 85% off. I saw a ton of people in the comments on the last video were picking this one up. Figured I'd give it a quick mention for those that may have missed it. Not the best Bomberman game out there, I will say that. If anything though, it was kind of just too expensive. I don't think you can really stand on that argument now at this point. A nice 3D style though to its kind of visuals, and then modes wise you're getting a story option as you set out to save the galaxy, and then battle mode that is for up to 8 players online and local. I will say though, I believe with this one switch maxes out with 2 players if I remember right, so you're going to need multiple switches to play local. So our final game of the week then, that is Towerfall, 80% off. It's from the team that made the Mighty Celeste. This is just another incredible experience. This one though, just know its focus really is local multiplayer for up to 6 players. It's an archery kind of arena brawler type experience. A lot more depth than you may expect though with this one, and then there is a wave-based mode that can be played single player or up to 4 players co-op. I'd normally only recommend this game if you had that local play option available to you, but at this price it may actually be worth checking out the kind of wave mode and then jumping into local play whenever you can. It even throws in then a couple of Celeste characters for good measure. And that's it, another week down, and considering we're following the Monster E3 sale, or at least we are here in the US and Canada, I don't think it's bad at all, with some real gems on offer, and that may have been the smart move, honestly. You know, they get the eShop all to themselves. That is kind of marketing brains right there. With that though, a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are just going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Now if you do want to check that out for yourself, I have linked it in the video description down below. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch, as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.